towering promises of a dream home once. And now all that remains of it are these abandoned, unfinished towers. Shiv Kala Charms, a group housing project in Delhi's southeastern suburb of Greater Noida, is a startling case of multi-layered fraud involving not just the builder but also housing finance companies. Buyers share shocking details of how 140 flats in this project have been sold to over 300 people, and how housing finance companies have even extended overlapping loans on single units.
Top bank like LICHF, they have financed 150 flats, knowing that only 140 flats are there, units are there, and they have financed 150. And they have financed multiple number of flats twice. If you say one flat to 3-4 buyers, some are the virtual flat. If you see, only 4 towers are here, but they have given a loan on virtual like 2225 series, and those numbers are 49.
At the behest of the Reserve Bank of India, the National Housing Bank, which is the regulatory watchdog for housing finance companies, prepared a report where it clearly indicts top housing finance companies for failing in their due diligence. 2 years since that damning report, while the builder at the heart of this 300 crore scam is behind bars and fighting for bail, the 6 well-known housing finance companies who granted multiple mortgages on single or imaginary flats have not taken any action against their errant officials. The National Housing Bank on its part agrees that housing finance companies today are majorly driven by targets.
There is overcrowding in this market space where the lenders are vying with each other and falling over each other to actually get a pie of the market share. So there is normally a tendency to down their guards and affecting the quality of due diligence in a rush to get the market share.
This project was approved under the Advanced Processing Facility, or the APF, which means that all legal and technical checks must have been conducted by the housing finance companies to approve this project. But the question is, if 140 flats were sold to over 300 people, was the APF process even carried with strict due diligence? How do you explain 2 branches of the same housing finance company in the same area office sanctioning different loans on the same property? Does this point to some systemic deficiencies in the way housing finance companies are run?
The lenders, when they have a direct exposure on a project where they are giving a project loan, they do a more thorough and a more detailed due diligence, because there the borrower is the builder himself and the security is their entire mortgage property. So they have to do a very thorough due diligence. But when they are giving loans to the borrowers or the buyers who are going to buy property in those projects or outside those projects, their due diligence of the project normally is not of the same standard.
As a response to such multiple financing frauds, the National Housing Bank has set up the CERSAI, which is a central registry portal that maintains records of all loans sanctioned by different lenders. But even that is yet to become foolproof. The NHB's action till now has been to only demand answers from the HFCs, while the district administration's investigative report has been brushed under the carpet. These buyers have knocked all doors and now are hoping for the intervention of the higher courts or the CBI.
Problem is that no authority is prepared to listen, and after listening taking an action, because CDO report is the administration's report, it's not mine and yours. It is a document prepared by the district administration, and they have inducted so many institutions. Nobody is taking any action. Nobody wants to take cognizance of that. Why?
For banks, for builder, this is whatever, easy money होगा या NPA हो सकता है, but हम लोगों के लिए एक सपना था, मतलब आप समझ रहे, जो हार्ड एंड मनी हमने इसमें डाला है वो हवा होने वाला है, और बैंक फिर भी चाहता है कि हम 300-350 लोगों से EMI लेते रहें, और किसको फ्लैट देंगे पता नहीं, लोन टर्म पूरा करने के बाद आप क्या देंगे, हमको पेपर देंगे जो सबके पास है, शेयर सर्विस नंबर सेम फ्लैट का.
Till the time the country gets a housing regulator, the state of home buyers will remain vulnerable to such frauds. But in this case, where does the buck stop? The builder or the housing finance company? But nobody has an answer to that. Vasudha Sharma, NDTV.